When you harvest an animal like this, whether you do or you don't, that's not the point. The point is being out here and enjoying the wilderness and just living life, breathing the fresh air, sitting around a campfire and telling stories at night. That's what it's about.
Hey Jake, when Dave tells you to, slowly stand up.
Okay, she's gonna get up. We're up at the top of the mountain, and it's a way better day today than it was yesterday. So we're gonna see if we can't find some caribou today. We've got great glassing conditions, and as long as that wind doesn't bring anything in that covers our visibility, we should be good all day. Wind is blowing me around when I'm trying to glass, so I gotta either sit down and use my elbows or rest on something. I got caribou, lots. So I have a group of about 26 caribou, really solid tops, good beds. I haven't quite seen a shovel yet, but those are both solid bulls. I'll take it. Like in kind of classic caribou form, the big bulls are just a little bit behind the rest of the group, just kind of following slowly, but everybody's up there feeding. There's one I think that is a little bit better than the other. At least I like him a little bit better. So it's pretty exciting. We'll make the move now. Once we get closer, we'll be able to put the scope on them and really, hopefully be able to make a good judgment on how big they are and which one would be the better of the two to take. They've come off the top and they're working down this side. So we got to get off this mountain, down into the valley, and then up the other side, and that's probably where we'll park the machine, and then we'll go on foot across the next valley and up the next side from there. So we moved from the valley up to this next ridge. I found the caribou, and I see one bull bedded down, but I can't tell which one it is. So what I want to do is get down off the ridge so I can put the spotting scope on them, because otherwise the scope will just be all over the place because the wind is just too heavy. It's not warm. As they move down off the ridge, now they're in a bit of a bowl, feeding in the buckbrush and the willow, so we should be able to see them as they move in and around that stuff. This time of year, the days are so darn short. You know, once we spotted these caribou, we just had to move very quickly. So I'm looking at the one big guy. We certainly don't have time to do that on foot, because if you did that on foot, it would take hours and hours. Lack of daylight in late October, it just makes the hunting time so short. And when you see something, you don't have time to think about it. You have to make the decision and go after it. And that's what we're doing right now. We're good to go, fellas? You know, there's one valley that separates us from them, and they're on the side hill right near the top. We're gonna get up above them, so we can probably stay out of sight a long time, and then we should be able to look down on them. So they're just up there below the ridgeline. We're not that far away from them right now, so I gotta be very cautious. It's easy just to run down the hill. The wind is in our favor. We've closed about half the gap. Hopefully we get our chance. If we can get over here, out of sight, and back up to that knob, we might be able to see them. I think we're in good shape.
Hey Jake, slowly, when Dave tells you to, slowly stand up.
Okay, she's gonna get up. She's up. You ready? Where is he? Which one? I'm gonna shoot him. He just shook his head. I gotta wait till he just... One more step. Oh, he's hit. He's down in here, so there he is. So we've got great blood through here. I think that he's bleeding from both sides, you know, all the way through. There he is right there. Ready? It all happens so fast, and you know, you think you've got the greatest plan and it's gonna work, and then, you know, it doesn't quite work out that way. And that's what makes this exciting. The exciting part is that you don't know what is gonna happen until it happens and until it's all over. We were fortunate that we were able to make it happen, so let's go take a look at them. The caribou are, you know, one of the most curious animals and one of my favorite to hunt as well. They're my favorite to eat. At the end of it, when you harvest an animal like this, whether you do or you don't, that's not the point. The point is being out here and enjoying the wilderness and just living life, breathing the fresh air, sitting around a campfire and telling stories at night. That's what it's about. Getting a good animal is just icing on the cake. Dave, I can see his horns. There he is right there. That's a great sight. Let's go take a look at him. He's a good-looking bull. It's been a hard-fought battle to get a good caribou this season. We spent a week in the mountains in September and we just didn't find a lot, and then unfortunately we had to leave a little bit early to our buddy Trav. Ended up getting sick. Trav, you spent a lot of time with us in the mountains looking for this guy, and unfortunately you had to go home early, but we were able to make it happen in the end. It's not all about the horns or the antlers and the size of them, but certainly that is part of it, because it's as much or more about the experience. And by looking and working harder to find bigger, older, mature animals, it allows us to spend more time in the outdoors doing exactly what we love.